Now let's move on to the fourth exercise where we are going to discuss long questions and answers. And the first question which we have is, how did the camel men cure their camel? And the answer is, when the camel men set their camels free to graze, one of them went to a melon field and started eating melons. Unfortunately, a melon stuck in its throat. The owner saw this and feared that animal would die, so he rushed to it, he tied a blanket around its neck and hit the place with his full force. As a result, the melon broke into the pieces and camel swallowed it easily. In this way, the animal was cured. The second question which we have is, how did the quack try to cure the old woman? The quack applied the same method which was used by camel men to the swollen neck of the old woman that the camel men had used to their camel. He thought that every swollen throat could be cured like that. He tied a blanket around the neck of the old woman and hit her with a big hammer. The result was unexpected for the quack. Instead of getting cured, the poor woman died instantly. Now let's move on to the third question, which is, how did the quack come to realize his error? The answer is, a camel man beat a camel with a stick bound with iron rings. Then he struck the man himself with that stick. Unlike the camel, the man fell down and became unconscious. The quack knew the difference between a man and a camel. Thus he felt his error. So the fourth question which we have is, how did the camel man prove the stupidity of the quack? And the answer is, one of the camel men succeeded in teaching the foolish quack that he was a stupid fellow. He lifted a heavy stick covered with iron rings. He then struck a camel with full force. The camel took little notice of it. Then he struck the foolish quack with the same stick. He fell down unconscious. When the quack regained his consciousness, he complained of the cruel behavior. The camel man explained that what was harmful to the animal was fatal for a human being. So the last question which we have in this exercise is, what lesson did the story teach? This story basically tells us a moral lesson that a man must know his limitations. He must not pose what he is not. A man who crosses his limits always suffers a loss. It also shows that a little knowledge is always dangerous. Those who know little but claims to be expert bring loss to others as well as to themselves. The third moral of this story is that anything which is good for animals can be proven harmful when applied to them. Thank you.